Well, we're this close to winning a series against the number 5 team in the country, and got away from us there. Such a shame. AJ pitched such a great ball game for us, and we had a 2-0 lead. Had a chance to extend it a little bit. We had at least one situation where I thought we were going to get another run. I thought maybe a 3-run lead would be insurmountable, but give credit to South Carolina. They're 2 hitters there. We got through the middle of the order in the 6th inning there, and man, I thought, okay, we're in the bottom third of the order, going to the 7th inning, and AJ's cruising, and their first batter got a base hit, and then we got 0-2 count on the next hitter, and AJ missed the spot a little bit, and the kid got a base hit. You give him credit. And then, AJ started to struggle with his command there to the third batter when he was trying to bunt, and made a big pitch just to get the sacrifice bunt. But I just felt, that he was done at that point. So, we brought in Devin, who's been pitching so great for us, a veteran guy, and first batter hits the ball, pretty good to deep right center field. And, I feel so bad for Dylan. And we've seen him make that catch, 100 times, 1,000 times in practice, and nobody feels worse than he does. I'm sure if you ask him, he'd tell you he felt he should have caught the ball. It wasn't a routine catch, but it's a play that, he knows he can make, and probably felt like he should have made it. And I feel so bad for the kid because, he plays so hard and takes such pride in his defense. If he makes the catch, it's 2 outs, and, we're facing their 9-hole hitter who's, I think, hit about 215 at the time. And, you got Fontenot on the mound, and we're 1 out away from winning. But, the catch, he didn't make the catch. The game gets tied, and Fontenot hits the next batter, and then they hit the 2-run double. And then they bring in their really outstanding closer, and we don't get a sniff against them. So what looked like it had a chance to be a great win for us to win the series, turns into just a heartbreaking defeat. The second game, they just got to us very early, and we're, obviously we lost our top starter in Jaden, and now we're trying to, just kind of figure it out and, piece things together. And, they got to Blake, and, we knew we were up against a tough starting pitcher. And when we went down 4-0 right away, we tried to stay in the game, and, they added a 5th run there. And I went to Garrett Edwards, just, trying to keep us in the game. And I thought he pitched very well. And then he started to get a little bit tired, and they got a couple runs off him. And, the game just ended up getting out of hand. We ended up not scoring anyway. So what could have been a good day to win a series ended up turning into kind of a rough day for us. And feel bad for the kids. Just it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to.
Do you feel like I'm sorry. Do you feel like the ending to game 1 kind of carried over emotionally for the team to game 2?
I mean, that's just speculation, Adam. We tried not to let it. We addressed it after the game, and I mean, it's hard for me to tell you exactly what was in everybody's head. The 2-run homer in the top of the 1st inning by them certainly didn't help things. I mean, Blake got the first 2 outs very quickly, and I was hoping we get a quick 1, 2, 3 inning, get in to hit, and he got the first 2 outs real fast, and then ended up walking the 3-hole hitter with 2 outs and nobody on base, and then the kid hits a 2-run home run, and right away we're in the hole. So, that probably deflated us a little bit. But then I think we had 1st and 3rd and 1 out in the bottom of the 1st inning, and we couldn't get the run in, and could have got us right back in the game. And we let that opportunity get away from us. And then they added another 2 runs in the 2nd inning, and all of a sudden you're in the 4-0 hole up against a tough pitcher. And I'm sure that took a lot of steam out of our sails.
Coach, prior to that seventh inning, with the way the game was, just how were y'all feeling at that point? Were you feeling confident with a 2-run lead?
I would have felt more confident with the 3-run lead. We had one chance there. I'm kind of upset with myself. Trey was up with the runners on first and third, I think. And, the count went 2-0, and Trey has been such a clutch hitter for us, but, he hits a lot of balls to left field and a lot of balls in the air that way. But the wind was blowing in from left field, and I thought it would be difficult maybe to get a sacrifice fly, and I'm kind of mad at myself. I didn't put on a hit and run play and really encourage Trey to hit a ground ball and stay out of the double play and get the run in. And, he got under it a little bit, and, the wind kept it, real shallow, and we weren't able to score the run. I was just really angry at myself for not being more aggressive and putting on a hit and run play there and try to get us that third run. So I would have felt a lot more confident about going into the last inning with a 3-run lead instead of a 2-run lead. I felt like we let an opportunity to get by there. But I still felt like the wind was kind of blowing in, and it wasn't a real hitter's day. And, AJ was cruising, especially when he got through the 6th inning, right through the heart of their order, like it was nothing. But, like I said, you give them credit. Their first baseman led off the 7th inning with a solid base hit. And I still felt, AJ, he makes them put the ball in play, and usually they hit it at somebody and don't make real solid contact. And we've been making the plays for him all day. And then he got the catcher, two strike count, and usually he gets him to chase a pitch out of the strike zone, and he just got a little bit too much of the plate, and the kid hit the base hit up the middle. So now, you're not feeling great because the first 2 runners get on base. And I wasn't 100% sure they were going to sacrifice bunt there, because usually it's a cardinal rule that you don't play for the tie when you're the road team. But they decided to play for the tie, and then AJ was having trouble throwing strikes, and he ran the count to 3 balls. But he ended up throwing a clutch pitch and throwing a strike, and they bunted him over. But I just felt like he had kind of lost his command there with the 0-2 pitch, and then even with the sacrifice bunt. So it kind of took any indecision I had out of it at that point. And I thought, it was time to go to Fontenot, who had been, so good for us the last few times out. And, the kid got real aggressive on the first pitch and hit that ball pretty good to right center field. And it wasn't an easy play for Dylan. His angle was kind of, he broke a little bit too much to center field and instead of straight back. And I think the wind kind of fooled him a little bit, and the ball blew back towards the right field line, and he got a little bit twisted, I think. And, ball hit him in the glove. And I think anytime the ball hits you in the glove, you feel like you should catch it. But it wasn't an easy play. It wasn't a routine play. But I think, like I said, if you ask him, he thinks he should have caught the ball. And when he didn't make the catch, the 2 runs scored, and, the runner got to second base, and, now we're hoping just to keep the game tied, and we weren't able to do that. Okay.